she knew my art. She came to, I won the Hispanic Achievement Award for Youth Empowerment, and I'm the youngest recipient of that award, and that was like back when I was 38. So I'm 51 now, so some time has gone by. But the weird thing is that she's inspired me. My mom told me, give back always to the kids, and that's where a lot of this programs, I give back as part of Day of the Dead. And so this Recuerdos Vividos was a big ofrenda that I made for my mom. And you could see a big room installation. The great thing about today is that we're working on tortillas. Like I said, it's this one is actually a little chapel with the lovers and the tortilla, like the tortillas in the background, and at the macaroni tree of love, I call it. And at the same time, they're celebrating their love for El Dia de los Muertos, because it's never ending. Love, death to us part. The skeletons, all of this paper mache, all comes out of my Day of the Dead side. Puppetry. I teach classes of marionettes. These are life-size marionettes, and they get 15 feet tall. They're big. Some of the big ones. The crosses are all part. The mixture again of Christianity. My backyard, I live in Camp Pendleton, is right outside. There's bullets all over the ground because I'm a military boy, but I recycle, again, elements. And this is about a family that gets pushed out of their, the two lovers or young lovers get forced out of their village in Mexico, and they're fleeing with their lives. And these are all the people who have passed away in the village due to drug cartels and all the stuff that's going on down there. It's really dangerous to travel down there now. In some areas it's safe, but when I was a kid, even just going down to Baja for like a week, it was safe. You can't do that anymore. There's always somebody who's going to rob you. At the same time, a lot of the art, piñata making, all these piñatas up there, I teach classes on how to make all that stuff to the youth. So summertime, I work with the children, and during the school year, I'm an educator in the schools. But most of the time, I'm on my big project, my big murals, my designs, and I'm just painting. So
you do a lot of stuff. How did you get into like making the piñatas and skeletons? Like, how did you learn how to do all this stuff? You just learned on your own?
I learned on my own.
It's
Trial and
cool.
error. And
That's
I see other artisans making stuff, so I kind of see how they're making it. But I just experiment. I have my little back room where I make stuff, and it's practice. Practice makes perfect, as they always say. As a musician, you got to practice all the time.
Yeah.
In the same way, I create nonstop. So I'll try this. If this recipe doesn't work, I'll do another one. Last night at the Fallbrook Library, we were making sugar skulls, and the recipe didn't come out. So the librarians called me back and says, how come the recipe's not working? And it was because it was too moist.
Oh,
so
yeah, you have to use a little bit of
dry it out. You have to dry it out, but make sure there's just enough meringue is the binder. So last night I was solving problems with the sugar skulls. So I was making sugar skulls, popping them down in and I'm in a kitchen, which I love to be in a kitchen because I grew up in a kitchen. And so I'm making the art. Tomorrow we'll be decorating our Day of Skulls. I'll be talking about Day of the Dead to all the youth tomorrow in the library. Mm-hmm. And then I'll show them all the products today that I made.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't end. It just keeps going. And I'm going to give a lecture here back at the college because they asked me to today. Mm-hmm. After this program's done, I want to lecture to the Chicano department because it's a big part of my life and my cultural lineage is to share it. This is what I do. I've been through a lot.
How long have you been like painting and doing? Yeah, or what since you started?
It's years. Teenager.
Teenager?
Teenagers. I sold my first drawings, but I've been painting ever since I was a little baby.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's cool.
So it starts when you're young.
When you're young.
And you have to hold on to it because everybody's going to talk you out of it. And the biggest thing, they will always talk you out of your dreams. Somebody will.
Exactly.
You'll never do it. You're never going to make money at it.
Exactly.
Because they never did it.
Yeah.
You've got to talk to a person who's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll encourage you. See, that's the difference. And I'm very fortunate. I love what I do. And I can still growing. I'm just turned 51. And I can actually say I'm enjoying really I'm not even a senior yet. I'm on the borderline of senior, which I enjoy. I can't wait. But at the same time, I'm still youthful because it's giving me so much.
Yeah.
It's not just about money.
You look way younger than your age. You do.
Okay. So. Thank you.
Welcome.
No, people told me that. I don't smoke cigarettes. Stay away from cigarettes.
Yep. Yeah.
Drink a lot of wine, okay? I don't drink that.
Drink all the booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the Day of the Dead is being celebrated. It's more popular today than it ever has been in the state of California and New Mexico. It's something that's indigenous, an ancient belief system of just remembering someone. And a lot of it went underground for years. Throughout the centuries, it went underground because the Spanish wanted to give Catholicism. And I'm a Catholic boy. I'm an altar boy for years. And at the same time, I know what how the church incorporates religion and how it incorporates indigenous beliefs. And this is an indigenous belief that's universal. We all live, we all die, we all grow, we all learn. But it's something that's, I think, sacred to all of us.
Why do you think it's like blown up here in California, like gotten really popular?
Why? There's a lot of Mexicanos and
Mexicanos.
Latinos here.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
We're multiplying, so we're bringing in more culture.
Yeah.
Ladies, you want to paint on a tortilla? Come on. It's painless. They look. First
I know,
look
they
and
wanna
then
look what's
they
going
gotta
on.
stick and see it. All you need is a shoebox. Grab me a shoebox. If you want to paint. Come on. You get to decorate everything. All the decorations on that side. It's a lot of fun. You like it. And the beautiful thing is that once you start, like any art project, it just keeps growing, and you just.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. Starting is the hardest part, because I notice a lot of students today, they're looking at me, they're kind of apprehensive. No, I gotta go to class.
Yeah.
Okay, go to class after you make your tortilla art. Then show it to everybody. Show it to your professor, and he'll go, "What? I love it," you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. Like, I've never seen like a tortilla used to do stuff. I mean, I've seen like other little things, like the sopa shells.
Yeah, the shells.
Yeah, but never
And that's
tortilla.
the beauty of it. I'm using typical elements that are all around us
Yeah.
that we see every day. And then some of them I have the little tapatio bottles. I have all the little Tabasco or all those little. I have all the little elements of Mexican pop culture in there too. So I'll have Mexican pop culture, ancient history, contemporary issues. And what's the latest one everybody's marching around? The fees, the 99% thing.
Yeah, the Occupy.
Occupy. Well, yeah, you voted for this, and now
Yeah,
you're complaining.
exactly.
See, you should have thought about that first. And the people just don't think. And that's the whole idea of like, getting elected. You got to get the college students because they don't really know.
Or they don't vote.
They don't. Yeah.
Or they don't.
You got to vote.
Which that's the problem now. Like, people still like complain about everything, but they don't vote.
They don't vote.
Yeah.
Well, how do they vote?
Or they
favor
don't
what?
know.
And let the networks control everybody. They control. Look at your media, CNN. They're all controlled. Music industry, broadcast industry. It's all being controlled.
Yeah.
It's almost like the pharmaceutical company. They want you to have problems, so they make money.
So
off you
exactly.
having problems.
Yeah, exactly.
And the restless leg syndrome. Oh yeah, I have that. Yeah, take a pill.
Yeah.
You know. And I know the pharmacist. My mother died because her liver and stuff, but she had too many pills. And so when I opened her medicine cabinets, I go, Mom, you can't be taking all this. It's not good for your health. I knew physically what I could take in my body, and I knew that she was taking away.
Yeah.
So it destroyed her. But the same, do you sue the doctors? Do you sue the bad advice? Or do you sue the pharmaceutical companies who give doctors kickbacks for, prescribing
For
this
prescribing all this stuff.
stuff? You really have to do your own. Here's a rally, Nancy.
Oh, the rally of hate.
Rally for love. I like the rally for love. I like that. But it's like if you got to start reading the paperwork, a lot of these younger kids, because they voted for all this stuff, and this is what you got. You got what you deserve, and that's why I hate to say this because I'm 51. I've seen a lot of life. I've seen a lot of politicians and things, but if you don't at least get yourself out there and find the right solution, not just the internet, not just the newspapers, you got to really look at the whole topic. And where's it going to go from there? And the tuition is out of
Oh
control.
my God! Every semester it raises up. This
It raises
semester,
up.
9%.
Why isn't
this
anybody
semester.
burning down the school, like really protesting?
Yeah, and that's.
How do you afford it when you get out of school? You're in debt for the rest of your life. And it's gone up every time, because I worked with Cal State Long Beach. It went up again. The fees went up. And where does the money go? The chancellor's the part of the hierarchy of these people. How much is the salary of the chancellor today? We're probably getting in big trouble for you if you put this on that. Think about it. Let's think about it.
Well, I know the one here. He just retired. He has like a pretty nice mansion. So.
Oh yeah, he's got a nice fat pension.
Yeah.
And he's living off the hog of all the students, because I love you all. Yeah, you're all paying
Wow,
for
we're
my
so
existence.
broke.
You're broke. There you go. Why is that? That's the question to be asked. How is this fair? It's not fair. And one thing I hate to say, this is one I told somebody else, life is not fair.
Exactly.
Life, and you got to really come to terms with that, because you're going to go and see somebody else get the opportunity that you don't, and there's so many more people fighting for jobs. And
It's very competitive out there. Very competitive.